together. And
I know, it'll be great.
Recording in progress.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the June 21st, 2021 meeting of the Personnel Commission for Long Beach City College. Thank you for joining us this evening. I appreciate all the faces that I'm seeing tonight, and there's some that I haven't seen in a long time, including Kristen. So Kristen, would you mind doing the Pledge of Allegiance for us if you don't mind?
No, I don't mind. I will try my best to remember it. Okay, hold on.
Did I mess you up? Would you rather somebody else do it?
What if I do it next meeting?
Okay, that would be great. John, I don't know you, but would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I would love to.
That would be great. Thank you.
Everybody, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, John.
No problem.
Okay. With that, we will be taking roll call. Jeff?
Here.
Robin? Here. I'm here, and so we are all present this evening. Public comments on agenda items. Juliet, do we have anything for this evening?
No comments were received.
Thank you, Juliet. Approval of the minutes. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Robin.
Second.
Thank you, Jeff. And is there any discussion on the minutes from the last meeting?
Let's see anything.
Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to new business. Approval of advanced salary placement. This is for accountant position. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. And Jennifer, do we have any information on this particular item?
Yes, so the minimum qualifications for this one are a bachelor's degree and at least 2 years of increasingly responsible professional accounting experience. The incumbent or the candidate that was selected has a bachelor's degree in accounting, a minor in economics, over 3 years of experience. They're working towards obtaining their CPA license and they're bilingual. So
Wow.
highly qualified individual.
That's going to be valuable to have that bilingualism. That's great. Thank you. Is there any discussion on this item? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
I'll make the motion. Aye.
Did I not ask for a motion already?
You did.
Yeah, we have a motion. Yep.
You already had the motion.
Okay, thank you, Robin. And Jeff?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to B, approval of advanced salary placement. This is for the position of custodian. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank
Second.
you. Thank you. Is there any discussion on this item?
Yes, the minimum qualifications for this one are graduation or from high school or GED equivalent and sufficient training that would be relatable. This individual has over 15 years of experience.
Wow. Wow, that's great. Any additional comments on this item? Hearing and seeing none. Jeff?
Aye.
Robin?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to C, approval of advanced salary placement. This is for DSPS technical assistant. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. And is there any discussion on this item? Jennifer, anything on this one?
Yes, the minimum qualifications are graduation from high school or GED equivalent and 3 years of experience. This individual has their bachelor's degree as well as a master's degree and an extra year of experience specifically working in the DSPS office.
Wonderful. Love to hear those experienced people coming in. Any additional comments on this item? Hearing and seeing none. Jeff?
Aye.
Robin?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to E, approval of eligibility list. This is for instructional aid. This is for fashion design. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make
the motion. Fashion design is right down my alley.
Thank you.
I believe we have one list that's prior to that.
Oh, did I skip one?
Would it be
Benefits
2D,
technicians?
benefits technician?
Oh.
My fault. I'm sorry on this long list. I apologize. Benefits technician, may I have a motion for that item first, please? That's a D.
I'll make the motion.
Thank
I'll
you.
second it.
And is there any discussion, Jennifer? What do you have for this on this one? Anything? Benefits technician?
We received 33 applications, 5 candidates qualified for the oral panel interviews. 3 of those individuals were placed on the eligibility list and 0 were internal applicants for this one.
Okay, thank you. And any discussion on this? Robert, do you have anything for us? I'm going to take that as a no.
Yeah, they're all external candidates, so I'm all for it. New people, new blood.
Okay, thank you, Robert. Any other comments on this item? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to E, approval of eligibility list. This is for instructional aid. This is for fashion design. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
I second.
Thank you. And is there any discussion, Jennifer? Anything for us on this one?
This was also an open recruitment, 11 applications received, 9 candidates qualified for the performance exam. The performance exam was coordinated between Mei Shi and the hiring manager, so very specialized performance exam. 3 passed that exam, and those 3 individuals are on the eligibility list.
Fantastic. Anybody internal on this one or no?
0 internal applicants for this one.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion on this item? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to F, approval of eligibility list. This is for graphic design specialist. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
And Jennifer, anything on this item?
Yes, so the qualifications for this one are a bachelor's degree and 3 years of experience, also an open recruitment, pretty high volume of applications received, 184. 59 individuals passed the minimum qualification screening. 38 passed an SME review. So not only did HR screen the applications, but also a subject matter expert review. And then of those individuals, they completed a special assignment, a technical project. And so 10 passed that step in the process and were placed on the eligibility list, one of which is an internal applicant.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Any other discussion on this item? I just want to mention that graphic design in a digital form hasn't been around all that long. I can remember when it first started, and I can remember being desperate for people learning graphic design in a digital medium. And it's so interesting to see where it used to be something that we couldn't find anybody for. And now there's a lot of candidates, which is really great. It says a lot about the educational system and stepping up to train these young people in this specialty. Thank you. With that, we'll go ahead and vote. Robin?
Aye.
And Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye, and that passes unanimously. On to approval of eligibility list. This is for network administrator. May I have a motion, please? Anybody?
So moved.
Thank
Second.
you.
Second.
Thank you, Robin. And network administrator, do we have anything on that, Jennifer?
Minimum qualifications for this is also bachelor's degree, 3 years of experience, also an open recruitment. 16 applications were received, 12 candidates passed the subject matter expert review. 12 candidates were placed on the eligibility list, and 2 of those candidates are internal applicants.
Wonderful, thank you. Any other comments on this item? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
I vote aye.
And Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye, that passes unanimously. On to H, this is approval of eligibility list for senior accounting technician. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. And Jennifer, comments on this one?
An open recruitment, 21 applications received. 9 candidates were invited to do a written online test. And of those individuals, based on the pass point, 4 were placed on the eligibility list, and 2 of the 4 are internal applicants.
Oh, wonderful. Great. Any additional comments on this item? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to approval of eligibility list. This is for Student Activities Advisor. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
I'll make the motion. Or second, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thank you. And Jennifer, any comments on this one?
Also pretty high volume. Applications received 129 applications
Wow.
for this open recruitment. 7 candidates passed the SME review. They were invited to the oral panel interviews. So multiple steps that had to be passed. 3 were placed on the eligibility list, and we're happy to report that one of the 3 was an internal applicant.
Great. Fantastic. I know that this is something that you can major in college now in similar fields. So that's wonderful. Any additional discussion on this item?
Just for curiosity, who is the person that had this position or similar position in the past? I'm just trying to remember. Was there?
Know that we have an LTE currently in the role. I don't know the name of the previous incumbent.
Only because I'm going back in the history, because this is it's a great position, it's a great job. But I know during previous, I don't know, maybe Robert or others, during previous budget cuts, these are the areas that just got obliterated. Because it really used to bother me tremendously to watch these positions go away, because I'm over the mindset of, student activities are part of college life, a critical part of college life. And, if it's just going to class and leaving, I don't know. I guess isn't college supposed to also be fun? But maybe not. So anyway, I'm glad to see this is coming back, whatever it is. Thank you.
Robin, anything from you?
No, I'm in agreement. College is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, I completely agree as well. I can remember when I was a student at Long Beach City, we did spring sing, and then we had the Grand Prix, and we'd have barbecues out on the lawn, and that just fosters community, and it fosters students' ability to meet and engage with each other and with people that work at the college, and it's such a huge thing. Jeff, I don't know if I'm right about this, but Jerry, whose last name I cannot remember, blonde, and she was at PCC. Jerry, what's her last name? I can't think of her last name. Anyway, I think she was in that position. I think Jenny Baxter was in that position back when I was a student. And so that's some of the history that was way back when.
It's as I said, I think it's a really fun position to have, also a very critical position to have.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it really leads to students and their growth at the college, and their commitment to the college, and their commitment to their academics. And I think it's critical. So I completely agree. Anyone else have any comments? Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and take a vote. Robin?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to J, approval of extension of eligibility list. This is for Workforce Development Program Specialist. This expires 3/16/2022. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second it.
And Jennifer, what comments do we have on this one?
Just for the sake of transparency, I wanted to point out that this is just slightly outside the 90-day window of being allowed to extend the life of a list once it's expired. So once the hiring manager approached HR and said, we have a need for this position, and we noticed that, we reached out to AFT immediately. AFT was amenable, the board, and they agreed to put this on the agenda.
Robert, can we have your comments on that?
Yeah, we felt the time was so close that they, instead of spending more time going back out, we could use the existing list, and we discussed it, and I agreed with Ms. Ramos on this issue.
Thank you, Robert. It also relieves a little bit of pressure off of the HR department. So thank you for that. We appreciate it very much. Any other comments on that?
I have a question.
Sure, Robin, go ahead.
We worried about any precedent setting by doing this? Or is this a one-time occurrence and we don't refer back to this going forward?
We anticipate it being a one-time occurrence. We tried to be proactive in any list that were expiring within 6 months of the SERP. We reached out to departments, asked if there was any need. So we do anticipate this is a one-time occurrence.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Any additional comments on this item? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to K, approval of working out a class. This is for Ted Hyatt. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. Thank you. Jennifer?
We have invited Pat Nye to speak on this item. He does have the next couple of items just to speak to the operational need. Pat, are you with us?
Yeah.
Thanks, Pat.
Good evening, commissioners. Thanks for having me back again. So the next two working out of class positions you're about to hear are related to my position. So right before the pandemic, I got moved to a working out of class status to be in charge of all the economic development programs, the three programs we have. And my role was never backfilled leading the SBDC. And so I've been spending some time doing that and then relying on the associate director to sort of help fill the gaps. And so as things are, sort of becoming a little bit more regular now and predictable in terms of our work on those programs, I'm finding the need to, backfill those positions and to give a little bit more authority to my managers to be successful in those roles. And for myself to move out of having everyone with a direct report to me. So I'm trying to create a little bit of hierarchy. And so this is the first position, Ted Hyatt, to move into the position that I'm currently working out of class from. And then the next one you'll hear is backfilling his position.
So it's a snowball effect.
Correct.
Okay, great. Any additional comments on this? Robin, Jeff, Robert?
Oh, we blame Pat.
It's
Starting
all your
this.
fault, Pat.
All your fault. No, that's-
Absolutely.
Anyone else? Robert, go ahead.
We're always happy in AFT when people get moved up from given a chance to move up and do another job. So I know Pat's doing a great job over there. So for now, it's just hopefully it keeps going in the way it's been going.
Thank
That's
you.
great. Thank you, Robert. We appreciate that. Anybody else have any comments? Hearing and seeing none. Jeff?
Aye.
Robin?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to L, approval of working out a class. This is for Diane Duarte. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Thank you. And Jennifer, did we need additional comments on that or are we pretty good? We're good?
We're good.
Okay. And Pat, I assume you don't need to add anything to that, or Robert?
No.
Okay. All right, we will go ahead and vote on that. Robin?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye, and that passes unanimously. On to M, which is approval of the extension of working out of class. This is for Christopher Baker. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
And is there any comments on this? Jennifer, is this part of the snowball or is this a different snowball?
No, this is a different scenario where we are currently in the classification study and we previously had 3 deputy roles in the facilities department. Those are being reorganized so that there's only 1 true deputy, 1 second in command in the department. So the other deputy roles have been reworked. For example, construction project manager. This deputy role will be changed to a manager level. Until we can formally change the classification, we do need somebody working in that capacity. And so the working out of class is for that reason.
I see, thank you. Any additional comments on that? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye, that passes unanimously. On to N, approval extension of working out of class. This is for Sem Chow. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second. We're here.
And Jennifer, anything on this one?
It's also pending completion of the classification study. Sem Chow is our only budget officer for the entire district. So as she takes on additional duties and responsibilities, the decision was made to pay her a pay differential for that until we can fully resolve it.
Thank you. Any comments on this? Hearing and seeing none. Jeff?
Aye.
Robin?
Aye.
I vote aye, and that passes unanimously. On to O, approval of extension of working out of class. This is for Pat and I. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
And Jennifer, do you want to go ahead and update us on this a little bit?
Yes, this is a unique circumstance. Pat and I is working out of class to backfill for Sheni Weber. She's on loan to the chancellor's office for an extended period of time. And so that created the domino effect in that area.
Got it. And any comments on this item? So Jennifer, out of curiosity, like, I don't know what the time frame is that Sheni can be out, but what does that do to Pat in this position if it seems to be indefinite?
My understanding originally is that it was a 2-year term. So until we hear otherwise, we're unable to formally fill the positions, which is why the domino effect is in place.
Okay. And do we have any problems with that with rules and regs or contract, or is that going to create any additional challenges for the structure, the general structure?
Not at this time, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
If it's something that we should revisit, Robert, we can talk offline about that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just concerned long-term. We hate to have people in those really long positions like that and hanging up Pat.
Generally speaking, working out of class would be for 2 reasons: for a leave of absence, which may be extended due to unique circumstances, or a vacancy. So in this case, it is, again, a very unique circumstance. That
right. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. Anyone else have any comments on this?
I have a question on that.
Sure.
I know this is totally out of the college and the Personnel Commission's hands, but is anybody asked the chancellor how long this will be going?
I think she said 2 years, Robert.
She's past 2 years. She's in year 3. That's why I'm asking if I'm.
I see.
I'm curious.
That's a legitimate question if we surpass the 2-year period.
That's a great question, Robert. I can look into that and have a response by the next meeting.
I appreciate it. I was aware of this, but you know, I knew it's a chancellor's office, and so I'm not sure how that falls with us. But I would appreciate if we could find out if I mean, I think we need direction from somebody on a different level for that one, since it is a chancellor's office.
Yeah, I think it just creates challenges for our employees being in that tenuous position, and maybe they disagree and they're just happy to be there as long as they can be. But I know that we don't like to leave things as an indefinite like that. So if we can get any answers, great. Anyone else have any comments on that?
That to the point, Robert, was, yeah, I remember when she took the position with Chancellor Oakley, and at the time I said, I don't think she'll ever be back. I mean, she'll move on to other type of things because she's extremely talented.
She's so great.
And not that doesn't.
Jeff, we can't hear you, or at least I can't hear you.
There were lots of issues that were going on, and from her perspective, and so I don't know if she'll. I still hold true to that original comment, which was more than 2 years ago, that I doubt seriously that she'll come back. So yeah, it'd be nice to get some clarification on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, it seems like she left pretty close to when Eloy left, like relatively soon after that.
She left a short time after Reagan Romali was hired.
Yeah, that's what my recollection is too. Thank you, Jeff. Anyone else have any comments on that? Okay, hearing and seeing none. Robin?
I vote aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. We are on to P, which is approval of extension of working out of class. This is for our own Jennifer Ramos. May I have a motion, please?
Do we really have to do it again? Okay, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Anyone have any comments?
I do.
Go ahead, Robin.
I'm not certain. Sometimes my eyes play tricks on me. I believe I read that the extension was until December 2021. Is that correct? How long is the extension for?
Let me review
It is
that.
12/31/21.
Yes, and
Yeah,
so
12/31/21.
so my only question was, where did we come up with that 12/31 date? That's half a year, and we're almost done with half of this year. So I was just curious where we came up with the date.
That's a great question. I know that that decision was made above my head, so I don't know if Juliet or Kristen can respond to that.
Kristen, do you have an answer?
I might. I wasn't fully completely briefed on everything before Jean transitioned out, but in having some brief conversation with Carolyn, I believe she and her doctors think.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you. I
Yes.
don't want to get into that discussion. I apologize. My question is eliciting more of a response than is due in this forum. And so please disregard my question. I don't want that question answered. Thank you.
She doesn't want to get into the personal aspect, I assume.
That is correct.
No HIPAA.
Exactly.
Oh, I wasn't going to mention any of that. I was just going to say a return to work around that time.
I understand.
That's all I was going to say.
I appreciate that. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Kristen, am I understanding that Jean's already gone, or am I not understand? He's already gone?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Started on the 14th.
Oh, wow, that was fast. Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any comments on that? No additional comments. We'll go ahead and vote. Robin?
I vote aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That passes unanimously. On to information items. The next meeting will be Monday, July 12th, 2021 at 5 p.m. via Zoom. I want to just ask a question of Jennifer. I think that we had a concern that we may have some things that we might need a meeting in between. Am I wrong, or am I making that up?
We have quite a few recruitments that are pending, also some advanced salary requests related to those recruitments. So we thought about the possibility of having a meeting next week, a special meeting, but we would have had to announce that on this agenda. So if we need to add a meeting, we can do so at the end of July, have 2 meetings in July. The very first week is the holiday, the 4th of July holiday weekend. So we may, currently we only have 1 meeting in July on the books. We may add another one on the back end.
So like on the 19th or the 26th?
Exactly.
Got it. And it wouldn't be prudent to add it like on another day, or is that just too much of a challenge? I'm just throwing out ideas there. I don't want you guys to be burdened with things that can't be done as a result of us not having a meeting.
Good point. I would say we can consider another day, but right now it's looking like it would be July 19th.
Got it.
Add a meeting.
Okay.
Tentatively, July 19th.
Tentatively.
Yes, tentatively.
Okay.
So you want us to keep our calendars open for the 19th?
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Good to know. Robert, just an FYI for you as well. Okay. Thank you. And
We are. What day
Go
are we
ahead.
set for? The 12th?
we're on the 12th. We are set for the 12th at 5 o'clock. Okay, closing items. Jennifer, what do you have for us this evening? Can't hear you.
So as you noticed, I do have a member of my HR team in the meeting with me. His name is John Herbacek. We will be addressing the commission in closed session, but I just wanted to give him an opportunity to introduce himself since he didn't get a chance at the beginning.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Herbacek, and I started here about 3 months ago, working as an HR analyst. I've been working on projects with Jennifer and Chanel and getting to know the team. They've got me very busy on all sorts of spreadsheets, assisting with leaves and all sorts of other projects. So I'm very happy to be here, part of the team. And Janine, I understand that you were a faculty member at Los Alamitos.
I was.
I'm a Griffin.
Oh, nice. What year?
Yeah, I graduated in 1986.
Oh my gosh, you're a little bit before me. When I was at 86, I was at LBCC teaching there still. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my father was a faculty member there until 1992. He was the band director at Los Alamitos.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Well, it's a great place to be from, and it's a great place to be.
Yeah, it's a great school. So I was excited to see that we have that in common.
Yes, very much so. And thank you for doing such a nice job with the flag salute for us tonight. We appreciate that.
Anytime. I was happy to meet everybody.
Thank you. Anything else for us, Jennifer?
More things. I'm also happy to report that we hired another LTE HR specialist. Her name is Candace Townsend. She's still relatively new. I will invite her to the July 12th meeting to introduce herself as well. But we're really excited for the additional support. As you can see from the size of our agenda, that there is a lot of work happening in HR right now. I just want to give a special shout out to the entire HR team that's working tremendously hard, but a special shout out to May, Shi, and Janet Garcia Montes, our HR specialists, our dynamic duo team on classified recruitments. I mean, they are just working exceptionally hard. They coordinate all of the moving parts, from communication with the hiring manager to all communication with candidates, to negotiations with advanced salary placements, to creating the statistics that go to the PC. So a lot of hard work went into the list that you saw today. We generally have about 2 to 3 lists, and today we had 6 of them. So that just gives you an idea of volume.
It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Thank you to all of you for doing all of those key pieces to keep us going and moving forward. We really appreciate it. Anyone else have any comments from staff this evening? Okay, I will move on to commissioner comments. Am I in the right place? Let me make sure. Yes.
I'm sorry, Janine. I have one more item that I should have mentioned. We do have 35 retirees that have accepted the CERP on the classified side. So I wanted to thank those individuals for their service. Again, I did last week. And I asked Juliet to pull up the board item. I just wanted to share that the list of the names of individuals and their titles has been placed on the board agenda for this coming Wednesday. So all 35 are listed there. Attached to the board item is also their bios. So if you're interested in reading, how many years they were with the district, what their previous employment was, you can find that information there for each individual.
Wow.
35.
That's amazing. There are many friends of mine on there that I have known for years. Some of them preceded my work at Long Beach City College. Some of them I've known since I was in junior high school. And I am so happy and proud and thrilled that they're able to go on to retirement. But we're losing quite a brain trust right there.
We really are.
Yeah. And so I really appreciate all the hard work. There's so many hours that these people that I'm looking at this list that have put out outside of their workday to support the activities of the college and to support the student activities. And I just appreciate every single one of them and thank them from the bottom of my heart. I'm happy that they have this opportunity for the CERP, but we will really miss them.
Yes, we will.
Thank you so much.
I know there's at least one individual that has 40 years of service on that list.
Wow.
That's incredible. I believe it's Jane Baker.
Yeah, Jane's great. That's great. Thank you so much, Jennifer. With that, we will go on to commissioner comments. That's you and that's Robin and Jeff. I'm looking at your names and saying you. Robin and Jeff, can you go ahead and share anything with us this evening or no?
The only thing I want to say is as usual, just want to thank HR for doing a phenomenal job. I'm very happy. And also, I still want to comment on the working relationship that you have with AFT. I like the fact that you all talk to each other and that you respect each other and value each other's opinion. So I just want to thank you always. We can see that there is a relationship and that is important. So I want to thank you for that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Jeff, how about you?
I just had a question for Jennifer, and that was any update on the classification, or did I miss something on the status of that? Anything else we need to be aware of on the timeline?
The class study's still going. We did send one additional batch of notices out. We're just under 200 notices, as you can tell from the volume of recruitments, and we had plenty of LTE requests as well. The focus has diverted slightly. But all appeals have been fully addressed that were initially submitted.
It's great.
We will be
That's
sending
really-
those notices out, but conversations with the department managers on how to make those determinations have already happened.
Wonderful. Any
That was
other,
my-
no, I'm sorry, Jeff, go ahead.
No, that was just on the status of that. And the 35 people, I was sort of sad looking at some of the people I know on there. How many faculty took advantage of it? 35 classified. How many faculty are taking advantage, or administrators?
20, I think it was 25 on the faculty side. Kristen, do you know that number?
I think it's approximately 20. It's around, yes, I think it's 25. I think that's the number we settled on, yes.
Oh, and then we have some administrators that took advantage of it as well. It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. Thank you, commissioners. I just want to mention, because I don't think we've brought it up yet tonight, that we will be going back in person in October. And I really look forward to seeing everyone's faces, and some of you I haven't been able to get to know in person, and I really look forward to that and having our chats before and after meetings. But with that said, I just want to thank Dario for his incredible ability to get us all together with each one of these meetings. And we haven't had a single issue. I should knock on wood when I say that. But it's just been amazing. And Dario, I just recognize the challenges of technology, having taught in technology for a good portion of my teaching career. It's so hard to keep that looking fluid and going smoothly, and you've just been a master of it. So I want to make sure that we acknowledge that, and we'll certainly do that again at our last meeting. But we'll be going back in person, you guys, and I do look forward to seeing your faces. Okay, with that, we've got one more now. My iPad's gone off, and I think this should be public comments. Can somebody tell me if I'm wrong? My iPad went off. We should be on public comments. Oh, no, we're gonna, yes.
Yes,
public
we're on
comment.
public comments.
Yes, thank you. Anybody have any comments for us this evening? John, anything else for us? Pat, anything else for us? Kristen, Mike, or Robert? Anybody else?
No, I also want to say thank you to all the retirees and all the years of service for every person that left the district. They'll be greatly missed for all the knowledge that they take with them, and we'll miss them, but it means there'll be some openings and some new jobs for some people. So that's always a good thing as well. So thank all those that left and retired, and I hope they have a great retirement, and good luck to all those trying to move up in those positions.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Robert. Anyone else? Hearing and seeing none, we are going to recess to closed session. And so pursuant to Government Code Section 54957.8, we are going to have a case review and planning. So we'll be going into closed session. When we come back into open session, I don't anticipate having any announcements. So I hate for you to sit around and waste your time and then come back for nothing. But just want to let you know that there's not likely to have any announcements following this closed session. And I really appreciate all of you being here tonight. Thank you so much for your input. We really appreciate it. John, we really welcome you to the team. It's great to have you. It's great to have another Viking and Griffin. We appreciate that so much. With that, we'll go ahead and go to closed session. Dario, if you could let us out and back into our closed session, that would be great.
Yes, stand by.
Thank you.
All right.
Recording in progress.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're reconvening the open session, calling the meeting back to order. I would like to report that pursuant to Government Code 54957.8, we had no actionable items this evening in our closed session. And with that, unless someone else has anything they'd like to share, I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. We really appreciate your participation and your input. Thank you so much for all being here. Thank you. Thank you, Dario.
4th of July, everyone.
Thank you, Mike, for being here.
Recording stopped.